All right. Mm-mm. So look what we have here. Look what we have here. So all right. What would you say? Oh, so you trying to take my Wi-Fi, huh? Well, shoot, man. Ain't much, ain't much. Uh, but yeah. So it's currently about the third week of January. So a lot of you guys who are on winter break, some of you guys started school this week. All right, or at the universities or at the community colleges. Some of y'all return back to college next week. So big ups on y'all. Get ready for the spring semester. Some of us will graduate this spring, and some of us will graduate this fall. Inshallah. Says keep it up, keep strong. Hopefully you guys had a good spring break. I mean winter break. But and welcome in the new 2024, right? But in regards to my winter break, man, uh, I was out in the streets. I was grinding, making deals, making moves, handling business, writing code, improving my math. Um, and I didn't get to travel. I did travel. I did travel, actually, for a week or less than a week. It's like a mini vacation. Um, and in regards to just enjoying my time, and being fruitful and multiplying per se. Uh, man, I got a story. I can't wait to school starts, man, because the beautiful thing about college is that you got some beautiful women from all around the world coming into either my physics or my calculus or my engineering class, and I'm looking forward to them. I got my new clothes, my new fits. I'm looking, oh man, advantageous, right? To lace them up with this game. Um, but during winter break, I didn't have access to them. I was so busy. Schedules didn't work out. Uh, they you know what I mean? All those nerds, man. Those female, oh wait, man, smart, but got their thing going on. Nonetheless, man, winter break. I think it was just, my issue is that there's just so many single mothers out here, and you know the dating market is just so tainted. It's just man, it's just so man, it's so bad. It's bad for men. It's really bad for men. Uh so you know, you know, I definitely encourage young men out there, don't have children while you're in school. Strap up. I was surprised. I was talking to this lady, and I'm at the wash house, right? So I give you story backdrop. So I'm at the wash house, and doing my laundry, and clothes finished drying. I'm folding it up, because I don't want to take them home and fold them. I just want to take it home, put it in my drawers, put it in my closet, and bam, bam. So, in the midst of me going to get a basket to get my clothes out of dryer to take them to the counter to fold them up, I see this young thing. You know what I mean? She looked like a pretty young thing, but she was like tall. She was about like 2 inches taller than me, so she had to be at least like 5'11". Um, and so, or an inch taller than me, inch or 2 inches. She was like 5'11", 5'10". And You know what I mean? I was like, nah, man, don't even give her pay her any mind. Like I'm on that type of shit. Like don't pay these hoes. Don't pay her no mind. Don't pay her no mind. And so I just see a connection, but I'm like, I feel something because I know she looking at me. I know I look good too. I was looking good. Um, and she we passed by one another, passed by one another, and mm, It was weird. It was low key like weird. But I said, yo, don't approach her. Um, you don't be in a situation where you do want to, you probably, she's attractive, but I don't want to be like, oh no, I got a man, or I don't want any situation that I don't get the result I want. So I want first. So like, I'm not pursuing a woman. I ain't pursuing no one. Nah, 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 nah. If she don't come to me, then it's just how it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take an earphone out my ear, and so I can listen to music in the other ear while I fold up clothes. But I'm not going to approach her. So I pass by her. I'm folding up my clothes. She turned around. She see me. I'm folding up the clothes. She go back to doing her thing. I look at her. I'm like, hey, damn, she got a nice ass. Slim waist. You know what I mean? Looking good. Hair all curly. You know what I mean? Real nice and curly. And so red bone. Um, and so just but I'm like, you know what I mean? Like if it approaches me, it is what it is. Cause she gonna choose. You know what I mean? Females choose. So if they want you, they want you. If they want to say something to you, they'll say something to you. If not, it's just not their turn. And if they cool with passing the opportunity by, then we should be cool with passing the opportunity by. That's how it is, and it's not like it used to be, but that's how it is right now. Nonetheless, she says, "Yo, man, you fold up your clothes here. That's crazy." I was like, "What you mean? It sounds much more sufficient. Like if I get home, I just ate dinner, so if I get home and I take all these clothes and put them in a bag and take them home, I'm not gonna want to fold up clothes at my house. Like, nah, I want to go and relax there. You know what I mean? I want job finished, task finished, laundry, everything should be done here. This is the setting for it. So nonetheless, you're like, oh, okay, well, shit, I'm doing mine. I'm like, all right, cool, do your thing. Nonetheless, short comments. She said a little something. I said a little something. Nonetheless, I'm a businessman. She said something where I'm like, oh, what? Oh, there's a problem. I think I got a solution for you. So, for real, so yeah, take my information. You know what I mean? And maybe we could work something out. So, I have some business endeavors that's coming soon. This summer, I have a new property where we got some big things going through for a lot of content creators out here in the South Bay. We got some big things popping, so I'm looking forward to that. This is going to be a big year for myself. I'm looking at big opportunities for me, closed deals. Money rolling in, just good money rolling in, degrees, money, all that. Good, good. All these great things happening for me this year. Nonetheless, text, talk a little text, when I get to the crib, I'm like, you finished those clothes? She's like, oh no, they still in the bed type shit. I'm like, oh damn. You got all night to do that. That sucks. Um, so she asked me to slide through, didn't want to slide through, slid through the next day. You know what I mean? I did my thizzle. I said, yo, so how about those clothes, man? Did you fold up your clothes? She's like, no, I didn't fold up my clothes. They still in the other room. I said, what you mean you didn't fold up your clothes? I was like, you got kids? I was like, you got kids? She was like, yeah, I got kids. I got two. I was like, wait a minute. You got two kids and your clothes, it's been 2 days and your clothes are still not folded up? What kind of that? I was like, that doesn't sound like a pretty good example to lead for your kids. And I'm thinking as a man, like this is as a man, like women, a lot of women will look at us and be like, oh, they don't think like we think about everything. We think about everything. You see what I'm saying? And if a woman is not, doing her duties, we see that as men. We see these red flags, right? So I'm like, okay, okay, okay. So I was like, all right. I was like, all right, well, I think it's time for me to go. She's like, why are you leaving? And I was like, well, uh, hmm, well, it's not much for me to do anymore. You know what I mean? Like we did our thing. She's like, but you can come, you can hang out. I was like, hang out? We just watched three we just watched Friday at the next Friday, next Friday, and Friday the next. We just watched three Fridays, and I bust three. I was like, yo, we just had three sessions now. You know what I mean? What more can you get out of me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Oh, you just using me for my body. I was like, using you for your body, using you for your body. Yeah, I gotta go make some. I was like, unless we make some money right now, like you got something, I got something. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing more we could do. I'm not going to be at no woman's house sitting down, hanging out for a certain amount of hours. I don't do that. I'm not used to it. I told her I'm not used to it. I'm used to being by myself in my own crib, or or working and creating things. You know what I mean, within my profession at certain locations. You know what I mean, at the coffee house, at the office. You know what I mean. I'm building myself up. You know what I mean. I'm specializing. I'm working on myself. So I'm so used to working on myself and collaborating with intelligent people that if I'm around a woman that is not as intelligent and not as useful, what can I? Well, I feel like I'm lowering my standards, or not feel like I know that I'm not utilizing my time correctly. So, nonetheless, man, uh, it was crazy. It's a crazy because the dating market is just so many single moms, and it has its baggage, so much baggage, and I don't have children, and it was unfortunate because just realize like, dang, wow, I met, I mean, women that can't cook. You know what I mean? Their excuses, my mom didn't teach me how to cook. And I'm like, but you 34 years old. How your mom didn't teach you? How is that excuse? At a certain age, as a woman, you have to stop blaming your parents. At men and women, you gotta stop blaming your parents at a certain age. It is what it is. Okay. So if since you was 18 or you had a baby at 16 or 17, but let's just say from 20 and up, you can't you had to have some time where what did you do? So it's like, I come in situations where most of these women are on because we live in the Silicon Valley, Santa Clara County, Los Altos, or all these places, and for single moms to live there, and they're not in any, they don't have any skills. They're in these programs, right? And they have houses for that, for them to live, in those programs. Um, it's not good. I'm realizing. I'm like, damn. I'm like, wait a minute, yo, this is not good. Why are we offering these single moms these programs so that they can live? It's like they did some, they had a choice. We all have choices, right? We all have choices, right? We need to stop having children when we can't support ourselves. We have to be adults. We have to be a lot responsible. I'm seeing very lazy women. You know what I mean? Unaccountable women, and it's terrible. And I'm looking at the children like, damn, your mom doesn't really care about you. She really doesn't. You know what I mean? It's a perceived, but again, check this out. I say, you know what? I can't come to your house unless you, if I see you take care of all these. I'm like, yo, I can't come. I don't feel comfortable being around kids so long. And what you mean you don't like kids? I'm like, well, I like my kids that I have. I like my nieces, my nephews. I love kids, but I know psychologically it messes up their minds seeing their moms with a guy. And when a woman likes a man, and that's most women nowadays, there's no, they just say, yo, kids, go to the room and lock the door. And they go to the room and close the door. And then they just have us in the house and you know what I mean, do their thing. It's like, dang. And it's like, wow, you know what I mean? But you gotta get it. Mom's gotta get her thing. And I'm like, dang, man, that's crazy. Uh, but that's just how it is. We all adults. And it's just like I'm like, yo, I can't wait till school starts because at least it's very rare that you'll find a single mom in a STEM course, or a single mama that's trying to be a scientist, a doctor, engineer, or somewhere in those fields of advanced fields. You know what I mean? And so my thing is like, you know, this within this whole break, I had a woman get upset because I used a condom. I'm like, one lady, she got upset because I put on a condom. I said, oh, and she realized it. When she realized that I was surprised, she looked back. She's like, oh, you know what I mean? I was like, wait a minute, you're so drawn to me. You know what I mean? That you feel something in me that's so astonishing. You was able to see that within me, that you was willing to risk anything, that any type of irresponsibility to occur, and you're not even ready for that responsibility. And it just seems so damaging. It's like, yo, guys, we gotta protect our seed, our treasures. We gotta protect our treasures, man. Because these women are not as responsible as they perceive themselves to be. And when they see somebody like you that's at a peak of success, and on that path, really there in that, and doing that work that they want to take from you, as if that's going to benefit them, when it's not. It's just going to add more turmoil to this dysfunction of the family. And I'm seeing so much dysfunctional family during this winter break. I'm seeing so many experience talk. I'm just, hey, you know what I mean? Just, seeing so many baby moms with dysfunctional families out here in the South Bay, and the counties providing them with these low cost free housing type shit. And some of these moms are even applying for SSI. And I'm like, damn, y'all really playing the system. Y'all really doing the do. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, gosh, it must be nice. It must be nice to be a woman. You know what I mean? To be able to, because you don't see guys doing this. I don't see them. They be on the street, and it's like, why do the children have to suffer, man? And I'm telling you, this last girl, man, her children was hey, no, nothing wrong with the children, But I'm like, yo, I realize why the baby daddy ain't there. I realize why he's not, why there's so much drama. And it's like, when they see somebody like so a jewel, you know what I mean? Um, they don't want to lose it. And it's like, I realized, this experience had me realize like how things aren't for people. It's like, dang, I'm really, you know, this experience shows why people aren't meant for people. You know what I mean? Um, it's just interesting, But I went to this lady house, and some before I went to her house, I was like, yo, you know what? I love the kid. I do love kids, but it's like I'm cautious because I know that. You know what I mean? I gotta be careful. And I said, man, let me bring this child a book. You know what I mean? I remember the daughter, and I know the daughter could read. I know the daughter's like in the seventh grade or something like that. Sixth grade, sixth or seventh grade. I was like, man, let me get her daughter this book, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about, yeah, let's just do that. So I go there. I was like, "Yo, I brought a book. Can I give it to your daughter?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." So I hand the book. I go into the room. We both go into her daughter's room, and I say, "Hey, you know what I mean? I thought about you, and I was like, yo, I'm here, and I want to just make sure that it's a respect, and you see a good light when you see a man like me, a brother that's a Moor, that's wearing, that has a hair wrap on, that has, Moorish jewels. When you see, certain things, of this, when you don't just see just braid, you see someone different. When you see someone different that looks like me, that puts a lot of effort in his presentation and how he talks and how he acts. When you see this man next to your mom, you have a high regard of this man, and you know that you're safe around men like this man. You know what I mean? And so I gave her the book, and I was like, "Yo, you going to a public school, and this public school provides a lot of disinformation, and it's not information that's going to put you in a place where you find empowerment of self. And I'm under the I perceive and know, as an individual that did partake in the system, of this scholastic academic system, public system, that they're not going to teach you who you are. So here's some information about how your ancestors, who were taken off their land and placed into colonies and reservations and misnomered and misrepresented as a different people than they are. And this book tells you how, a lot about of your culture and your history. She was loved it. She appreciated it. I said, cool. I go in the living room. My niece gives me a call. Her mom is in the living room. I go to the kitchen, and my niece is like, "Yo, uncle, I need help with my homework." So I'm helping my niece, who's like in the seventh grade, who's in the ninth grade. I'm helping her with her math, doing implicit functions, right? Implicit equations, and I'm talking to her, you know what I mean, and we're writing down and teaching her at the same time on the phone. And I get off the phone, and the mom's like, "Man, I hate math. What would you? I don't understand that language I was talking about." I was like, "Yo, your daughter and your son is in the other room. I'm sure they heard me talking to my niece on the phone." But after I get off the phone and their very own mom says she hates math, how do you think that resonates with them? Why do you use language that is derogatory, that is low vibrational? Why do you use this type of language? Why aren't you aware and cautious of how you speak around your children, around the seed of the man that gave you? You see what I'm saying? There's like, why, and why do you talk like yo? I was just empowered that I taught and helped a young woman that I truly love, a young lady that I truly love. I'm excited that I helped her with her math, and then I get off the phone, and then you disenfranchise or try to disenfranchise that moment, that experience, by saying something negative, and then which provokes me to what do you call, correct you in your home as a man, while your children, majority your daughter, who can actually comprehend the sound waves that are going through the walls, and she can listen to what I say in her mom's home and correct her mom and tell her mom, don't ever say negative things about math, because your children are listening and they also got to go to school. Rather say you love math so that that could resonate on your child's ears. Stop talking negative. Stop saying you hate math. You hate, you know what I mean? Like, why? Why? How can I can't respect you? You nothing more than just for sex. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. You don't offer anything valuable to a man of a caliber like mine, or to any regard to any man that's intelligent. You don't need a man that's intelligent. You see what I'm saying? You just stay in your position as a subservient to the system, and just, you know what I mean, and just take in the what comes with that. You know what I mean? It's like just thinking like, dang man, this is pretty awful for these children to have to grow up with a mom that is just that ignorant, that is just that, you know uh just don't care, you know what I mean? And all she said, all she talks bad about her mom, and saying, oh, her mom did drugs, her mom did this, and her mom, but she has to continually call her mom for assistance in front of a man, in front of a stranger, to the point where that man, who is also adult, acknowledges that that same adult woman cannot handle her affairs on her own, but she's responsible for two other humans. And she can't articulate, you know what I mean? It's just wow. It's just a wow. So yeah, my people is like, yo, why you messing with her? Why you messing with them? I say, bro, you know the quality of women out here. Uh this is just, excitement, and just, this is just fun, and this is just draw. This is just this is just till school starts in like a couple days. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it would have just been all business, which is cool. But it's like, yo, bro, like, hey, you all I hear is just drama. You know what I mean? As far not all I hear is drama, but you know, uh, sometimes I watch stuff and see stuff, and at least I get to say something. Besides, oh yeah, bro, I just made a couple $1,000, or oh, bro, I mean, I made a successful deal, or oh, bro, I just got this investment. Like, hey, yo, man, I went to this baby mama house, and she didn't know how to, she all this and stuff, and or this and that. So man, that's my spring, that was my winter break. It's wild out here, and it's just what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. So what y'all think about this, man? Let me know what y'all think. I was talking for like 25 minutes on this. It's funny though. It's so funny. It's so funny, man. And I'm telling you, I've been talking like you go to almost every job out here in the Bay. At least every woman that works there over the age of 21, 22, they all are single moms or lesbians or porn stars, OnlyFans creators. So they're either majority of the women are either baby mamas, lesbians, or prostitutes. Online prostitutes, offline prostitutes, and porn. Soft porn and hard porn actresses. Majority of the women that work at low level jobs or you just meet. Most, not all. Because you're dealing with somebody computer scientist. So I'm not saying all, I'm saying just most. It's not to say that there aren't women that aren't those, but majority of women are those, especially in the Bay Area, because the cost of living is high, and these women don't pursue academic or professions that pay a lot of money that take away their dignity re- and respect. Yeah, so you gotta have money. So it's like, how do I maintain myself? Oh, this other baby mama gave me some game, how the system helps her get at home. And so, man, I hate math, so I don't want to go and study this. All right, well, cool. Let me go and have babies out of wedlock and fuck up the child's, make the child statistic, which just sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks. It's horrible. But yeah, that's that, man. That's that, man. I can't wait to school start. I can't wait to school start. And then the female got the nerve. One of the females got the nerve. And if y'all watch some of my videos, one of them is two of them is like the one interrupting my lecture, my physics lecture. You know what I mean? Just talking to, what I mean? Like, yo, I'm gonna start charging for my time. You see what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So peace. All right, catch y'all on the next one.